What's up, YouTube? I am back again with another fishing afternoon. I am at a brand new lake for me today. I have never been here before. Didn't even know this was here until somebody told me about it, so I'm excited. This is Ramona Matheson Park. They call it Ramona Lake, and I am here at that lake. It's about 12:15 on a Thursday afternoon, April 9th. 2026. So honestly, I had an appointment this morning and I said, you know what, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna do some fishing today. I don't even know what's in this lake. Okay, I know that they stock it with the normal park stuff like bass, bluegill, that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna throw some stuff around. We'll throw our typical crappie magnet, trout magnet, and see if we catch anything on that. We'll change it up. I've got a bunch of stuff with me today, so we'll change it up. We'll see what we can find. But anyways, let's go fishing. All right, guys, we're back and still using this little crawdad guy right here. And so far, we've caught one fish on it, little baby bluegill. But we're moving down the lake about 10, 15, 20 feet at a time and just kind of working our way around, see what we can get. Again, I've never fished here before, so far the only thing I have caught is little sunfish bluegill type fish, and I have seen a bass, but not caught one. The water clarity here is actually pretty amazing. All things considered, it's very, very clean water. It's dirty in the sense that there's algae and all kinds of that kind of stuff, but I guess that's pretty much anywhere you go with lakes or ponds. You know, you're always going to have that silt and grossness on the bottom, but the water itself is surprisingly clean. And there's not a whole lot of debris or trash, so it looks like somebody maintains the place pretty well. So the internet, when I looked it up for the city of Berkeley, this is only about 10 minutes from my house too, by the way. But when I looked it up online, they said that there was a caretaker on premises, and you know, they do kind of stock it and maintain it, so that's kind of cool. And again, I'm just throwing this out as far as I can because it's on a little 1/64 jig head. Basically trying to let it sink down and then just slowly bringing it back in. And yeah, I haven't had any bites over here yet, so. This is a very, very subtle finesse style bait that honestly I didn't have a lot of confidence in it as far as working it from the bottom without a float, because all I had ever caught before was trout with it. I'm not going to catch any fish on the shore. Alright guys, I'm not seeing any fish or anything. I'm going to move on down again. Alright guys, we are back here. We're still at Ramona Lake, obviously. And still using this little crawdad body thing. And I'll show that to the camera here. Alright, there we go. Still using this little guy. It's green and orange on the bottom. So what I thought looked like a natural color for this particular lake we're at, I felt like it would give us the best opportunity. Going to just make the fan approach again and see what we find. I do see some fish down here. It looks like a pretty good sized bluegill down there. And we'll see if anything wants to play. And maybe that's not actually a fish in the water. I think it's just a plant. I tell you guys, it's been a day already. I'm going delusional and seeing things that aren't there. Come a little farther out, see what's coming in. I do see an aerator about, I don't know, 30, 40 feet in front of us. So we'll try and get close to that, see if there's any fish hanging off of it. I know in these stocked fish ponds like this that a lot of times they'll find the aerator and just kind of do their thing with near that aerator for some reason. Maybe it's just well oxygenated water, I don't know. Looks like there's a few of them over here, so that's cool. Oh, so we got some sludge on here. Let's take care of that. Don't know about you, but I don't think a fish wants some salad with their crawdad. So let's get all that grossness off. But it is slimy stuff, I'll tell you what. It just sticks right to your hands. Alright, let's go with that. And throw it out. Alright, well, I'm not seeing anything at all over here. I saw a couple little ones, but nothing worth going after that I could physically see, at least. Oh, that came out of nowhere to grab it. Alright, let's play with the little bluegill. Came out of nowhere. Little sunfish here. Hey, buddy, come down. Calm down. I got you. You ain't going nowhere. Dude, if you poke me, you're going to have a hard time, man. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Good job. Calm down. Alright, so you get the gist. This is a little sunfish. Ah, jeez, dude. Really? Alright, we gotta help him. I'm gonna set my pole down. Get down here on the rocks. Get him out. Gotta put him back in the water. Hey, calm down, dude. Calm down. Alright, he swam off. Little bugger. Sometimes the little ones are more of a pain in the butt than anything else. Alright, we're back. I still got the trout magnet on, the sow bug color. Made my bobber depth about 4 feet, or the bait was below the bobber 4 feet or so. And just threw it out here so far, and there's nothing worth really writing about. So I have a feeling we'll be moving on down and around and see if there's anything else. Okay, there's a little bluegill following it up. A little bluegill. So there's a lot of little baby fish in here, which, you know, is good for the future, but I have a feeling that a lot of people come here and catch these little fish to use them for catfish bait at the big river spots, you know? And maybe that's what they're here for, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I really see is little tiny baby bluegill. And in this little area, I see one that's probably about 5 inches, maybe 4 inches. But the rest are all just little tiny dinky baby fingerling size. I'm gonna come around this side of the bush and throw it out over here. Oh, after I clean the sludge off, because God forbid I get my bait back without sludge on it. So I've noticed that about a lot of the St. Louis ponds or lakes that I have fished is they're just inundated with this algae crap, and it's like a long, stringy, gross algae that, man, just is just disgusting. I see a good sized bass sitting right here. Let's see if I can come up on him and get my bait in front of him. I don't think he's seen me yet. No, he is not happy, not interested. Okay. Well, I don't think this will be a lake that I come to very often, honestly. It is close to the house, but it's the experience is loud, noisy. It's very freeway sound, airport sound. Not exactly peaceful. I did catch a few fish, so I'm not going to complain about that. Um, but is it somewhere that I would recommend to anybody? Mm, maybe if you want little bait, little bluegill for catfish bait or something like that, I would say this would be a good place to, come and bring some night crawlers or little wax worms or something like that, and you'll probably catch 20 to 30 bluegill in an hour to take to the river and use as catfish bait. But other than that, I don't see there being any crappie in here. That's for sure. So not really impressed with that. So, anyways, I'm gonna turn this off. We'll move on down again. Oh, damn, that was bite. Okay, we caught a fish. I'm guessing it's another bluegill, but it's actually fighting harder than I thought. So, yeah, it's a bluegill. Oh, wait, is it a crappie? No, it's a bluegill. That's all right. It's a good sized one, though. Good sized bluegill. Not at all complaining here. Probably the best one of the day is a real bluegill, not a sunfish variety. But nothing worth writing home about, but better than nothing. Thanks for playing, buddy. Well, that was a pretty good sized one, too, so I'm happy to see that. All right, well, that one was a little farther out, so that tells me that there's something out there. So that's good. Let's go right back over there, see what else. See if there's anything else that wants to play in that little area. Okay, we moved on down a little bit here, and we are what I think is a little bit of a deeper spot, so that's good. I'll throw this out this way, and let's get ourselves comfortable here for a moment. It looks like the drop off on this is a bit deeper in this little section down here. Caught a little bluegill. Another little bluegill. Imagine that. Calm down, buddy. We'll get you. Calm down. Calm down. We'll get you. Thank you. All right, guys. There he is. Little guy. Little tiny guy. Little bluegill. I'll tell you what, though. The little bluegill do like this little trout slayer body style thing, and the little crawdad bodies. They are all over it, man. All right, guys, we are just wrapping it up here at Ramona Matheson Park, Ramona Lake, and you know, honest review, probably won't come back here for the regular type of fishing or anything of that sort. If I'm looking for bait fish and wanting to catch some bluegill to go catfishing or something like that, would be a great little lake for that. But honestly, spent a few hours here, about 3.5, 4 hours here, and didn't catch anything bigger than a little bluegill. So I'll get this video put together and set it out for everybody, but I wanted to give an honest review, and I'm glad I came to check it out. And lots of friendly people. The park is nice, but the noise from the freeway is really loud, and the noise from the airport as well. So yeah, so that's my honest take on it. Good place to come get some bluegill, though, if you're going like catfishing. But other than that, yeah, I probably won't come visit again, but that's okay. You know, you got to do something like that to learn what it's all about. Anyways, y'all take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Appreciate YouTube for allowing me to share my videos and share what I'm doing out here. Makes my hobby a lot more interesting, and I feel like I get to share that with the world. So I hope everybody enjoys my videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please make a comment. I'm happy to talk with people. Would appreciate all of that. So y'all take care. Thank you.